the idea of freedom of speech is taking on a very interesting chapter in the world stage play. Because you do have the freedom to speak simply by having the ability to. If you have the ability to, you're able to, it means you're free to. We're not getting into whether or not you're allowed to. But let's just say, because you can speak, let's say that that's the most organic form of freedom of speech. You being able to speak, so you have the liberty of speech at your disposal. And you also have freedom of speech from a societal standpoint. And sometimes the lines get blurred as far as the citizens a lot of times, because they figure, well, I have the freedom of speech, so this can permit me to say as many harmful things about people and to people that I want because I have the freedom to. You still do have the freedom to. But having the freedom to is not going to negate the consequences of. The freedom to do something will not negate the consequences of those actions. You have the freedom of speech, you have the freedom to speech, but you also are free to experience the consequences. You're freed up to experience the consequences. These will either be benefits or detriments. The freedom of speech, what you'll see online is, in the last 5 years, there's been a big freedom of speech push and a lot of radical positions being taken by a lot of different channels, a lot of different content creators. And after that, a lot of them went black. A lot of them dropped off, or, either had to do a hiatus, or whatever the reason was. There were waves of them, entire waves of them that would just go missing. And I seen that the pattern would usually be after something big regarding their freedom of speech versus whatever consequences are presented based on what they say. Could we be in the time of the great silencing? If people are sheep, then are certain lambs being silenced? What was the heroine's name in the movie? Agent Clarice Starling. Starling is a bird. She had to consult with who? Hannibal Lecter, who engaged in what? Cannibalism. The one who takes flight and navigates the skies had to learn the lessons from the devourer. Because why? A lot of lambs are being silenced. Because even their stance to be radical turned out to be Hegelian. Even what is posed as the radical opposite side is still two sides of the same coin. They were just looking for characteristics of extremism. Super T Sigma. Sigma programming. Stay illuminated. Peace.